Welcome back, episode 4, White Noise. We're excited today. We actually are going to talk about some of the questions that our fans have submitted. We appreciate it with the fans, man. Episode 4, can't believe we're already on 4. We've been having a blast. We're getting better. We promised that on episode 1. So
just up from here, right?
Yeah, let's do it. So, all right, man. Well, busy week. We're recording a little bit later in the week than we normally do. Special guest in town for you this week, huh?
Yeah, had the one and only Joe Mazzulla out here. He was out in Phoenix for something, and then just kind of stopped by here in Colorado. Spent some time with me, watched the workout, spent some time with the kids, played some card games, and it's always good to see my guy.
Yeah, it's dope. Watch the workout. That's was that like an additional layer of pressure in the gym for trainers?
Yeah,
not you.
It's probably more pressure for them. Like they're like on like is he getting him ready? But Marcus, Mike, they do a good job all summer long, and yeah, it's not too much pressure for me. It's not like he can cut me or anything. Bad workout cut. That would be a little pressure. If I need to get a job or something, but not just it's good for him to come out here and just kind of check in on how we're doing, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, that's cool. Did he say anything with like? He just sat. I'm assuming he just sat and watched it in the workout. Feedback that he.
Yeah, no, he just rebounded.
Oh, did nice.
Yeah, just kind of hung around. I mean, said some things here and there, and but no, he was just kind of just being there, just hanging out, and we had a good time.
Yeah, that's fire.
I won the card games, by the way.
What card games were played?
Skip-Bo.
Skip-Bo. I haven't played Skip-Bo in a while.
Yeah, I know. It was his first time playing it in his defense. He just learned the game. But I got a win, and then actually my dad beat us both.
Damn.
But I think he's gonna get Skip-Bo, and so we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play later on, maybe on the road or something. Like, I know he's gonna get better, so it's gonna be a fun little competition.
All right, I like that. Cool. And this is Joe's first time out in Colorado to come see you.
Yeah, this is the first time. Sometimes it's Sam, sometimes it's Matt.
Yeah, cool.
We got Joe this time. I mean, I guess I saw Joe in Paris last summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just the coaching staff, everybody's connected, and it's good to have him out here.
That's cool. Yeah. Nice. Also, big week. We're still in this week. You kind of got a lot going on. You got your high school elite camp coming up. Before we go there, I wanted to talk a little bit about, what was it, a month ago? Your kids camp? About a month ago.
Yeah.
You started hosting your kids camp here in Colorado.
I think this year was my sixth
year.
Yeah.
What's that been like from the first year you did it to this year? I know this year was some record-breaking numbers, talking about maybe having to get larger venues, double the weeks, all like account for everybody that wants to come. What's the evolution of the Derrick White camp been like?
Yeah. I mean, every year I feel like it just goes up, which is just amazing. I don't even know how many we had the first year, but this year we had like 430 kids, 2 different sessions, and it's just a lot of fun. That's kind of how I usually spent my summers as a kid, coaching kids camps like that. And so for it to be my own camp, I feel like it's just a lot of fun, like to just go back, and especially to do it in my hometown and in a gym that I kind of fell in love with the game of basketball. So for all that to happen, and then for all the kids and like the parents to send their kids to my camp for those 4 days, it's so much fun for me, honestly. I just kind of mess around, joke around with everybody, and I have a lot of fun for those 4 days.
How are the 4 days broken up? I mean, every day's the same, every day's different. What are we doing on those 4 days?
Yeah, so Monday, it's like autograph and picture day. So I'm really just sitting in the chair and try to get everybody in as fast and as efficiently so I can sign an autograph on whatever item they wanted and take a picture with them. And then Tuesday is just skills, drills, games. So we kind of split them up into 3 different times. So we have a turf. So they do like speed and agility. Slow feet don't eat, so that's what I always yell at them. And
let's go.
So we try to get jumping higher, running faster, just learn a couple drills out there. Then we got like an inline rink where we do a lot of ball handling, defense, shooting drills. Those are just mostly for our drills. And then in the gym, we have 4 courts in there, and just games going on. So either in the gym, in the rink, or in the turf, and kind of just rotate them through. And so that's really what Tuesday is. And then Wednesday, we do this thing called Chalk Talk. So it's fun for me because I'm really just watching my highlights. But
It's crazy.
it's my highlights on it, and I'm like just talking about like what's going on, like what I see. I got defensive stuff, I got offensive stuff. And then it's like it really is like in smaller sections for them to ask me questions. Like at the end, I kind of stand up, they ask me questions, so we kind of just talk, have fun in like a smaller setting. And then they go to turf after that. And so just kind of have that rotation, and that's a fun
Watching
day.
the same highlight over and over again, or you have like 5 different highlight tapes to walk through? You're watching the same.
So yeah, it's the same one. Yeah. Which, I mean, by the end, I'm like, I already know what's going to happen, but I mean, everybody loves watching their highlights. So I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, that's fine. His side note, your older son, Hendrix, which we'll talk a little bit more about later, I'm sure. He's in a big Dad Has Highlights.
Oh, yeah.
So your highlights are on a lot.
No, number one thing is watching Dad Has Highlights. I come home, JB's highlights are on there, JT's highlights. You were watching Sam's highlights yesterday. He just loves basketball, Celtics basketball, and like so every time I come home, it's like somebody's highlights are on there, and he's just going crazy.
Yeah.
I just taught him how we yell boom when Sam hits a 3, and so he's loving that right now. But yeah, highlights are always on in the house.
Yeah.
Some form of basketball
For sure.
or sport.
Confirmed. Yep, that's very true. All right, last day of camp. What are we doing?
So that's our championship day. So we got when you're in the gym, we got a bracket set up. However you did in the week, you get ranked, and then we play like 2 or 3 games, and we got a champion at the end, which is just always fun to see, like just them competing, having fun. I mean, obviously winning is important, but I mean, a camp like that doesn't really matter, but it's just having fun with it, and give them a little something, take a picture at the end, give them some swag, give them some bags and stuff. But it's always fun to see those games. Usually the championship games are always close, and so it's always exciting. We were lucky enough this year, Kyle Speller, the PA announcer for the Nuggets, came in and did the championship games in our afternoon session. And so having the kids play in front of the Nuggets PA announcer, like I feel like that was something that, so if I was a kid in their age, like that would be really cool. So yeah, we're looking up to have that this year. But yeah, like my trainer Marcus kind of runs it all together.
Yeah.
And shout out to him for just letting me just go there and run around, have fun, and just joke around the entire time.
Yeah, I've been around it a few summers, and Marcus does a great job. I mean, it's even as it grows. I mean, if I had to guess, your first year, 150 kids, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean,
it's in the hundreds for sure.
It's in the hundreds for sure. And now we're looking at almost 450 kids. So Marcus has done a great job of like keeping it awesome. I mean, every kid that walks out of there has had an amazing day, amazing time, had an opportunity to be around you at some extent. And I've seen him walk around and talk to the parents, talk to the kids, joke with them, pretend someone's on their chest and then get him on the no, steal their ball, like whatever so it's cool. Like I think about me at that age, because your kids camp is what ages?
The youngest is 6 to 17.
Yeah. So I mean, anytime in that age, just like having a second with an NBA player, NBA champion, whatever, like that's so cool, man. Like I think that's really cool. And I know your family's involved, your parents are there running the merch table, doing basically whatever they need to do to keep it running, which I know is a lot of fun for them. And what's interesting is through these past 6 years of Derrick White basketball camp t-shirts, like we'll be out, we'll see somebody in a Derrick White basketball, having lunch, whether it's a dad or a 12-year-old, whatever, just walking around town. So that's just cool, man. Like you've definitely made an impact on these young kids. I mean, think about some of those 15, 16-year-olds 6 years ago, like where are they at now? And I know we know a lot of them and all that good stuff, but it's cool.
Yeah, and it's been cool, like obviously it's like my 6th year, but like seeing how like a kid that was like 6 when they came there, now they're in the afternoon section, they're in the older group. I'm like, I feel like I know them now.
See the parents.
Yeah, like I'm like connected with them. I'm like, oh, how you been? Like what's going on? So like, I think that's the cool thing. And like we don't know what they're gonna do with the rest of their life, but like if I can inspire them to chase their dreams, and that's why I'm like I mean, I'm from this gym. Like, this is, my parents used to drop me off here before work, and I used to just play basketball here all day. And so, like, this is where I fell in love with basketball. I mean, we used to play on the turf. We used to play everywhere in that facility. So, like, having my camp at that place, like, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, Parker Fieldhouse, Parker, Colorado. We kind of have a full circle moment there because you alluded to it earlier, but when we were, I mean, I remember I went a couple summers with you. Marcus was still running these camps, but he was running them for Chauncey Billups. And Chauncey did a really good job. Maybe this is something you take a note on, is Chauncey would bring teammates. So there was one summer Chauncey brought Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan.
You know, Chauncey he always had amazing guests.
Amazing guests.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it was
Chris Paul. Chris Paul. He had Blake and DeAndre, Jamal Crawford, Kyle Lowry. Yeah, he has some unbelievable.
Oh, you gotta talk to your boys, man.
Coming to Parker, Colorado.
Gotta get some guests out.
And I like it, like, but yeah, I might need to ask somebody. I've always been back and forth about asking someone and like doing it, but yeah, if I ask, especially one of them big names, like, we definitely gonna need a bigger space in Parker Fieldhouse.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Stay tuned. Maybe one day I'll ask somebody.
Keep them coming back. Yeah. We went, how old were we? Sophomores in college, maybe? Like the summer between sophomore and junior year? Maybe freshman.
No, it was
freshman,
the summer between our freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah. Chauncey had Blake and DeAndre out. That's so interesting because like a few years later, well, like 10 years later, you're teammates with Blake.
Yeah.
Was that weird? Did you ever think about that? I guess, did you ever talk with Blake about that? Did you ever tell Blake, like, yo, when I was, what were we, 19? Yeah. 19, almost 19? You came to this camp in Colorado. We played you at lunchtime because what would happen is any guest that would come, obviously campers go to lunch, and then the rest of the staff is college kids, some high school kids.
Yeah, some pros. Yeah.
Some pros come through, show love. Like a lot of overseas guys based out of Colorado will come and work the camp, but we were working it way back when, and then they came. So what was really cool is when guests were there, we'd run pickup. And do they still run pickup?
No, I don't know. I ended that for some reason. But if I have a guest, maybe I'll pick it back up. But we've been playing so long that it's kind of like right out of the season. But no, I kind of ended that tradition.
No,
I feel like I've been trying to carry on like everything that Chauncey like started.
Yeah.
But I did kind of end that one, so maybe I need to pick it back up.
All right. Yeah, that would be fun. I just remember being a coach and like looking forward to like the morning session is almost over. They're about to go to lunch. We're about to hoop. Like we're about to play an hour, good pickup. Whoever's here, like we were like, you know, young. There was a couple overseas pro guys we get to play with, and Blake and DeAndre walk in. Chauncey would always run with us, so we ended up running with all of them, and
they stacked their team.
Yeah, they stacked their team. It was like Chauncey, Blake, DeAndre, dude from Wyoming,
Jorge Gutierrez,
who was
like Dom,
overseas pro. Dom who?
Collier.
Yeah, they just grabbed Dom Collier.
Yeah.
Shout out Dom Collier, man. What?
There it is.
Yeah, so they stacked it, and then we just threw together a random team. But I remember at that age, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I remember DeAndre was throwing lobs to Blake. I mean, they were just sitting on the bleachers, like didn't really want to play, and we kind of talked them into it. Like, I remember DeAndre was wearing maybe some like KDs or some Kobe's, no socks. He was barefoot in his shoes. He was like excited immediately. He jumped up, ties his shoes, like, let's hoop. And then Blake, it took a little more convincing, which I think you talked to him about it, yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, do you remember going to Chauncey's camp? And he's like, yeah, I do remember that. And he's like, we was just in New York and we flew all the way. And he's like, the last place I wanted to be was Parker, Colorado. But he was unbelievable the whole camp. Like obviously, like he didn't want to be there, but like you couldn't tell. Like he was great with the kids, and he had a good time. But like you said though, like it was a blessing or like a gift to like play in those runs. Especially like that was the first year I played in, because with the year before he had Chris Paul, and like there was a bunch of people there too, and I couldn't get on the court. It was tough. It was tough for me, but it was like motivating to like keep to like, or I gotta get here on the court. But yeah, that was the first time like I played, and like just to be on the court with them and see like the size, athleticism, like up close and personal, not on the TV screen. It definitely mean a lot. So yeah, you're right. I do gotta bring that back.
That's super cool, and I think it's just like a nice reward for. I mean, it's great. all the older dudes that are in college or overseas pros, they get to come and hang out with you. And I know you spend a lot of time like talking with them and getting to know all of them. But it's like, it was so fun to have that break and like get to hoop. And like, even if you're just going like corner to corner shooting three, like it'd be so fun to hoop against you at that age, you know? So yeah, bring it back, man. I'll start a petition.
No, I got you.
It's cool. All right, Blake Griffin, man. Well, like, he just seems like the greatest teammate, especially when he was with the Celtics. He was at the point in his career where kind of knew it was his last year. And I know that there was a lot of talk about you guys trying to get him to come back. And he's like, no, I'm done. Like, what was it like being teammates with a guy who's done so much and seen so much? And also, like, correct me if I'm wrong, carries this very unique, hilarious personality.
No, Blake's unbelievable. That year, he kind of like kept us all together. Like he can get along with every person. He can be serious. He can joke. He can just do a little bit of everything. And it was awesome because like this is Blake Griffin. This is however many All-Stars, like all NBAs. Like he's done so much in this league, and like he was willing to like sacrifice. He's willing to take the first bus and like do what he needs to do. Like he was a rookie or a young player, and like he didn't have to do that. And he just kind of made everything kind of connected. We were able to stay together because of Blake. And but yeah, like everybody wanted him to come back. I mean, he's an unbelievable teammate, unbelievable player. I had a lot of fun. And I mean, one thing I remember is like we were doing like dinner or something, and he like pulled me aside. It was like he's like, I didn't realize like how good you were until I was on the team with you. He's like, because you know you play someone like every now and then, like you don't really know, like you're not watching every game. He's like, I had no idea until, and I was like, oh, well, thanks, Blake. Like, that gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me like, I don't know, reassurance is the right word or not, but like a lot of confidence, like to keep going. Like, oh, Blake, believe me, I'm doing something right. Like he didn't have to do that, but he just pulled me aside and told me so. That was dope. But yeah, Blake is unbelievable.
He just seems like, I mean, that's super dope. Someone that's been in the league at that point for so long, and it was Mr. Kia and Mr. Dunk Champion and however many All-Stars, like I don't even know off the top of my head. Like for him to say something like that to you is got to be like just a burst of confidence, you know? Like even at that point, like you were playing with confidence and you were doing all the right things, and then to get like just that, I think reassurance is the right word.
Yeah,
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
and he didn't have to do that.
Adding confidence is never a bad thing.
Never a bad thing. I agree with that.
In that context, yes.
I feel like the world kind of watched him and Peyton become really good friends.
Yeah.
Like what like happened, and you're like they just like vibed and.
Honestly, like that was a tough year for Peyton.
Yeah.
Because like he wasn't playing much. Obviously, you know how hard a worker he is, and like,
sure.
Like he thought he could help us, and like he wasn't playing much. And so Blake kind of was like the one he kind of leaned on, and that's what I'm talking about. Like Blake kind of like kept everybody together. Like he kept him motivated, he kept him working, and like kept his head right. And so I think that's how they got really close. And like then Blake does Peyton's wedding. Like that was unbelievable.
Yo, that clip of Blake after the wedding, and they're asking him like, "What do you think of Peyton?" or whatever. And he just went off. Like he has like that comedic timing.
No, he's hilarious.
He's like very good at stand-up comedy. Like everything he does is very good. But that was good. I would just see like random things about like everybody loved that relationship when they were like doing something off the court or whatever. Everybody would be like recording and be like the bros, like super funny, which I think is dope. But
yeah, they were definitely close, and yeah, it was a good dynamic for sure.
Yeah, I love that for them. I also think that like anytime Blake was needed, like anytime his number was called, it wasn't very often during that year, but like if I remember correctly, a couple of games he'd come in and score like 17, like energy, like fall on the floor,
diving on the floor, like
dunk still,
like playing so hard, taking charges, like just
offensive rebounding,
doing everything. He was unbelievable. Like,
he was great.
The game against like Philly, he had like 6 threes or something. Like no, like he
had a big game against Detroit too, didn't he?
Yeah, probably. But no, he was. But it was crazy how hard he played and like how consistent. Like he sometimes they didn't know like when his number was called, but like putting his body on the line and just doing whatever he can do to help us win. And yeah, I miss Blake.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw him?
Not for a while. Probably like a year or two.
Oh.
Yeah, way too long. I miss you, Blake.
Dope. Kind of a full circle moment, like working those camps, the camp that I mentioned where we played DeAndre and Blake was at Parker Fieldhouse. Then you kind of take it over and, for lack of a better term, Chauncey passes the torch. Goes from the Chauncey Billups camp, Derrick White camp. Marcus is a pivotal piece in keeping it running. And obviously, I'm sure he worked out a lot of the kinks with Chauncey back in the day. And it's a fine-tuned machine, man.
Yeah, I know that's what I like tell them at the beginning, like when I talk, which I'm like, not good at this talking, so I'm trying to make this quick and short. But I was like, this is kind of like like I say, full circle. Like this is where I fell in love with basketball at this gym. I was a camper in those lines at either like Marx's camps or like the Chauncey camp, and then I moved from camper to a coach. So I was a coach, I was a counselor, and now it's my camp. So like I've done every except being like the counselor. I forget your title, Marcus, but that's like the only thing I haven't done in those camps. And so like I can connect with them, and I'm like, I'm a kid from this town. I'm a kid that's been where you're at, and like you can make whatever you want to do. You just gotta work hard, and that's kind of what I try to tell them.
You got those kids ready to run through a brick wall for you on day one.
Yeah. Like, but yeah, I did take it from Chauncey. Like Chauncey started this, and like that's just some big shoes to fill, and I feel like I'm the next person up, and I gotta try to carry it on as long as I can, as best as I can to help Colorado basketball. And who knows what the future is. I mean, we got a couple Colorado guys in the league now, so we're moving our way up, which is exciting to see.
Yeah, agreed. I think the last piece of it, I think that is important to note is like also the Parker Fieldhouse is where we were working out together in the summers. You were working out since, I mean, you said it, your parents would drop you off there and you'd just be shooting all day. That's so cool, man. Like I want the camp to keep growing and getting bigger. And I know that there's obviously a cap of buildings and facilities. And I'm like, he's got to stay at the Parker Fieldhouse. It's so far.
I know. I don't want to go anywhere else. But yeah, like I worked out there probably like my first like 5 years in the league. Yeah, so like that's like home for me.
For sure.
And so it is dope to have it there, and to hopefully can keep it there, and hopefully we'll see. But yeah, it's been amazing. Like Chauncey started it, and like we're there. But actually, I gotta have a story about those games.
Oh yeah, what?
So Jamal was there, right?
I was just gonna get to Jamal.
Oh,
I didn't go. This was the next summer after DeAndre. Summer. I couldn't go.
So between my sophomore and a junior year.
Yep.
So Jamal's there, and I'm playing, and I'm like playing really well. Like it's me and Jamal on the team, and like I'm playing really well, and like Jamal's like, "Hey man, like where you play at?" And I'm like, "I'm about to be a junior at UCCS." He's like, "Oh shit, no way! I thought you were overseas somewhere, like a professional." I was like, "No, man, I'm in college." And he was like, "Yo, Chauncey, like, yo, he's gotten a lot better, huh?" And so like then it was like kind of just me, Jamal, and Chauncey like in the room, like after that at the lunch, and like just eating, and like that's kind of when like I was like, oh, like maybe I got a chance. And then like later on, like I have a great junior year, and then Chauncey's like, yo, like maybe you should transfer to CU. Like this is how you're gonna get to the next level. And so I mean those camps, those pickup games, like it did like translate to like Chauncey like seeing me up close and personal, seeing how much I've gotten better.
He was clocking you for 3 years.
Yeah.
And didn't see the year before Blake and DeAndre were there when Chris Paul was there. You didn't get on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, you played the whole time against DeAndre and Blake, and then the next year you're hooping with Jamal, and Chauncey's clocking all that.
Yeah, so it's
That's
kind
a
of
crazy piece of your story.
So it's kind of, and then like my first NBA game was against Jamal. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, like I didn't really think about it too much at the time. But I was like in the back, like listening to stories of Chauncey and listening to stories from Jamal. Like that was the coolest. I thought that was the coolest part about like those camps was like just hearing stories from Chauncey.
Yeah.
Like he's got so much basketball knowledge, and he's seen so much. And so like when I'm at lunch now, like I don't know if I have the same cool stories as Chauncey, but I'm just like having fun, like And so that is a fun part about the camp that I never really thought about too much, honestly, until now.
Yeah, that is actually a really crazy piece of your story, and like so unintentional, right? Like just trying to hoop, just trying to have fun at lunchtime. That's why we got to bring back the lunchtime games, man.
Yeah, and who knows the next person if they need a lunchtime game.
Yeah, who knows? You could be in the same position as Chauncey in the next coming years as the camp continues to grow. You know what I mean? You have a great relationship with CU, and you have a great relationship with every university in the surround in the old Pac-12 and the new Big 12. Like, if you ever saw a kid and like could make a phone call for him or do anything like that, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's paying it forward by definition.
Yeah, for sure.
So we gotta get them games back,
Yeah.
man.
It all starts with the games.
It all starts with the games. This is what we're getting to. No, that's cool, man. I'm glad you brought that up. Something that I talk about, like the merch, and your mom runs the merch and does a great job, and everybody wants a t-shirt, and you sell some rubber wristbands amongst some other things. Something that is I don't know if it's talked about enough or everybody knows what it is, but on the wristbands, hashtag DTBG. It's in your Instagram bio. What is DTBG?
Yeah, it stands for Dare to Be Great. It's kind of been I got it on too, and like it's kind of been my motivator. I remember being a kid playing baseball, and it's a big moment. And my dad was like the first base coach or something. And he just yelled, "Dare to be great." And like it didn't really mean much to me when I was a kid. But like he just always said it. So like I just kind of like was like, oh, that's just what my dad says. Like, and then like I get older and I'm like really kind of thinking about it. Like, what does that mean? And so like you got a big moment, like dare to be great. You gotta get the kids, like be great at it. Like whatever it is, whatever that situation is, like just kind of go at it, give it your best, take a chance, take a risk, and put your best foot forward, and then what happens is what happens. And so, like my dad used to always say to me when I was a kid, and I never meant much, but like I think when I got to college, I was like starting to really think about it, and I like that, like why not me? Like why can't I do this? Like, yeah, I'm a kid from Parker, whatever, but like why can't I hit a big shot? Why can't I get a stop? Whatever it might be. And so those two things I think kind of go hand in hand, and dare to be great. It's always been my thing since I was a kid.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like you told me about it probably when we were in college, or maybe like late in college. You finally told me about it, and hearing it and learning about it is like so powerful at that age, because you put yourself in that mentality, right? You're hearing it as playing Little League, and like it's been like burnt or whatever into you, right? Like over and over again. For me, I think I was old enough and mature enough to like hear it once, like, oh yeah, like why wouldn't I try to be great at this? Or like it goes hand in hand with why not me and dare to be great. Like, what do I got to lose here? Like, let me give it my all. So I think it's fire. I just wanted to bring it up because it's a big part of the camp. I feel like it's talked about at the camp. I just noticed the other day it's your Instagram bio. Have a lot of people asked you about that? Like any teammates asked you about it? Anybody ever brought it up?
Nah.
It's kind of low-key.
I never, and I don't know. I kind of made up the acronym because I just didn't want to spell it all out. But like it's on the wristbands we sell, and my parents run the gift shop. They just giving out to all the kids, and they kind of keep it running. So it's a nice little family affair, which makes it even more special.
No, that is cool. Speaking of family affair, I feel like your boys, or actually before we go there, you have high school elite camp coming up tonight. So by the time this comes out, it'll be last weekend. Tonight and tomorrow, what's the difference? When did the high school elite camp start out here in Colorado?
I don't know. So I've done it one other time.
Last summer, right?
The summer before.
2 summers ago.
We were kind of on a small facility, and it was kind of, it was just kind of smaller.
Learning curve.
Yeah, but it kind of just came to me like 3-4 years ago. Like someone was talking about like high school basketball in Colorado, and I'm like, am I that old head that like doesn't know what's going on now? Like I couldn't tell you who won the 5A championship. I guess it's 6A now. Like, so I felt like I was losing touch with Colorado basketball, and so I thought like let me try to get the 30 best or 30 of the best players in Colorado, put them all in one setting and let them compete against each other. Let me get to know them. Let me be there, kind of interacting, teach them a little bit something. Really just have them compete against each other. Like, what opportunity you get to have 30 of the best kids from one state, like just competing, so we can continue to get better, we continue to grow. But yeah, so I'm super excited about the camp today. Obviously, like, this is just my second year. Like, I need to make it better and keep it growing. But like, I just want them to go out to compete. Hope they learn something. Hope they don't get too satisfied. I think, like, what I'm gonna try to tell them is, like, if they had this when I was in high school, you might have made it, but I for sure wouldn't have made it. And so, like, don't be satisfied you made this camp. Don't think you made it. If you got a scholarship, if you don't got a scholarship, like, keep working. And like, we're doing it at my high school, and like, at my jersey retired, got those big banners up there. And so I'll be like this right here was never a thing in high school. Like, you just never know what someone doing behind you. So you make the camp, great. Like, keep working, keep getting better. You don't make the camp, like, any of the kids out there that didn't get invited or whatever, like, great. Like, let's just add that chip to on your shoulder and keep getting better. And I think that's what I want to do. It really just is for me to connect back with Colorado basketball, know what's going on here in the state. So I don't want to be that old head that's too out of touch of, especially like this is where I'm from. Like, I should know what's going on around here.
Yeah, I remember we had that conversation probably 3 years ago, right before the first year you did it. Like, I don't know much about Colorado high school basketball, and that's a terrible feeling to be that old head and be like, I don't know who's good. I don't know who's winning. I don't know who's going where. And when such and such commits to here, I'm like, I need to know that. So I love that you're doing that. It's 30 kids again this year.
I think we have more than 30 this year. I don't know exact totals right now, but we'll find out tonight, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And but yeah, I just want to get back connected. I want to be a part of Colorado basketball. I want to be part of the future. Like, nothing's worse than like someone committing somewhere and I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah. Like, oh, he's going like, he's going like some high. I'm like, why don't I know that?
Yeah, it's bad.
So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna bring some college guys out there. Maybe let the high school guys compete against the college guys. And then I think we might have some pros too. I'm gonna play too, and so, like, kind of just see like the difference in levels, like high school to college, and then college to the pros. And so, like, firsthand, like, just give them information, let them see it, and let them take off and reach their dreams.
I went to the first one. Remember, I was trying to help you coach your team.
Yeah,
we were trying to draw the lob up.
Yeah,
you didn't want to throw the lob. I was like,
we didn't have a lob player. We didn't have a lob thrower. We didn't have a lob thrower.
We didn't have a lob thrower. The one kid could have got it though.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's dope. It's at Legend. A little bit bigger facility this year.
Yeah. Nice. I know they were like talking about where we should do it at. We had like a couple high school options, and I'm just like, might as well just do it at Legend.
Yeah.
Like, one, I love Legend. Like, that's my high school. But two, like, it's kind of like a motivator. Like just like I got my Spurs jersey, got my Celtics jersey. Like, this is where I started. Like, my name's like on the wall out there. So, like, this is where I started. Like, if Derrick did it from here,
why can't I?
Yeah, that type of thing.
A lot of people don't know Derrick was the first graduating class at his high school, Legend High School in Parker, Colorado. It was a new school, just got built. I was going to go out of my district to play for his high school basketball coach at a school closer to where I lived. He left that school to go be the first coach at Legend High School. So Derrick was playing. He played varsity basketball, varsity tennis, just those two, yeah.
And
baseball, because they were the only class.
Yeah, I like to always tell people, I lettered in 3 sports as a freshman. You always there was only freshmen.
This is the only people at the school.
There was a JV team though.
Yeah.
There was like 2 players on it, but like there was a JV team.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I don't know what that experience would be like. School was probably empty your first couple of years. Like, it was just one class.
Yeah. So just freshmen, and then the middle school hadn't been built yet. So it was freshmen in the 8th and 7th. And then the next year it was freshman, sophomore, 8th and 7th. And then the middle school got built. And then it was junior, sophomore, freshman, and then last year we had 4. So we had senior hallway, it was empty for 3 years.
It's crazy.
Nobody was in those lockers until we were.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, the other thing that I think is important to talk about, and I love watching you do it. I love, you have a son that's a year or a little bit under a year and a half older than my son. So I remember vividly when I had my first son, I went out to LA, you were on the road, and we sat down at dinner and we talked for 3 hours probably. I'm just like, I'm in the thick of it, and baby's 3 months old. Like, help me. This is so hard. What do you do? Like, we had this great dad to dad conversation. So I also think that the way you parent and have to parent because of the schedule that you have, the life that you live, I think it's so fascinating. And I think you do a great job. I think you and Hannah are great parents. You have great boys. What's it like that your kids are getting to the age where they're coming to your camps? They're watching you at games. Henny's watching your highlights. Like, what does that mean to you? What do you want your kids to see? We had a conversation off camera about like way down the road when he's going to retire or when he's not going to retire. And he's like, I want my boys to see me as a basketball player, not a retired basketball player. So like, as they're getting to that age, especially Hendricks, like, what do you want him to see from you? Like, what does that feel like?
Yeah, it's exciting. Like when we had Hendricks, I'm on calling him. I'm like, wow, this is like, I'm in the NBA. Like, I couldn't imagine like my dad being in the NBA. Sorry, pops. You have no athleticism. Just kidding, Dad. But
not anymore. He had it.
So like when I had him, it was kind of like a motivator. It was like, well, like I want them to, like, well, I could tell them stories, but I want them to remember me in the league, just to get those experiences. Then I like look around the team, and like Al has like Ian on the road trips with us, and like Deuce is running the garden, and like Brizzy or not Tori's kid is like sitting on the floor with us, and so like that was like a motivator for me. Like I want them to have those experiences, and so now that Hendricks is getting to that age of being around more, being able to like sit and watch a game, and he loves it, and
He's
so
locked in.
He like loves basketball. It's pretty special. I'm just trying to teach him like the right ways. Even Dax is like kind of like a little bit interested.
Dax is crazy, man. Dax is the second child to a T, fearless, wants to do everything Hendricks is doing, does not care, on all high surfaces all the time.
Yeah, no, jumping off things. But he's getting to an age now where like he wants to be in the gym just so he can run around and just be crazy. But like Hendricks is like so fully invested in basketball, like 24/7, and so just to see that and like to see how he's growing, how he's developing, it's been a lot of fun. Like being a dad is unbelievable.
Best job.
They say it's the hardest job, but like, I mean, I don't know what else I would want to do, And so,
I mean, you play in the NBA, but I feel like being a dad is the best job.
Yeah, for sure. It's the most rewarding. It's the most like satisfying.
It's for sure the hardest. I mean, there's probably harder jobs than being a dad out there for sure, but it's a hard job, but it's the best job.
Yeah. So I would never trade it for anything, and like just see how they're growing, see like when they play with each other, like every day they do something, you're just like, oh, this is amazing. And but being able to like spend time with them, even off the court, and like it's just great to see them grow up, how they're learning, how they want to learn. I think it's kind of motivating to me. Is like the kids always like Hendricks always like, Dad, can you teach me how to do this? Like he wants to learn like so bad. Like kids want to learn so bad, and then you like get to an age you're like, oh, I don't.
Learning's not
like,
cool anymore.
Like nah, like I have so much to learn now, and like how can I continue to have that open mind? And so like I'm learning from them, and I'm learning from them probably more than he's learning from me, honestly. But it's been unbelievable, and I just hope I continue to set a good example for them, and they can just continue to have all these fun experiences and learn so much and just be around. And so I'm lucky to play for the Celtics, and like they just let the kids around as much as they can, and it's great to see.
They just let the kids rock for sure. That's like I mean, you mentioned Ian, Torrey Craig's son, was running out on the floor to you at one point, like chest bumping you. I forget on the road.
That was Ian. That was Ian
Oh, that was Ian.
in Miami. Yeah,
on the road in Miami.
Yeah.
Man, that's so cool. Like obviously Ian was like 10 or
No, he looked like he's 10.
how old is
He
he?
was like 8.
Oh my big boy,
I
big kid.
think he's 8.
He's a big kid. But I think it's cool. Henny's nearing the age of being able to be around more and like just come with you to the practice facility. And he's maybe not there yet, but he's getting closer. And it's definitely going to be a point in your career. You know, I always say you probably won't retire for like the next 15 years, 10 years maybe. But he's definitely reaching an age where he's going to be able to be around more and see more. And then Dax is right behind him. Obviously, it's not a huge age gap.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so cool, man. Like my son is 4 days older than his younger son, Dax. And my son has got like the trickle down experiences that some of, you know, what his son's experienced. Got to go on the parade float, talked about him on the airplane to Miami. And I think it's cool. Like he comes over here and the house is like Toys R Us. There's a million toys. He gets to play the new toys. We call them his cousins. So I just think it's cool at that age. They can't really remember it yet, but like you can tell like those experiences that you're providing for your kids and my kids, like their eyes are about to pop out of their head in some of it. They're so excited to be there and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I think that's cool, man.
Kind of wish they remember like
More.
or like I mean it's dope that like, it just kind of like they're not like too like starstruck or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, I've been trying to think of like all my kids have done and like oh, you guys have done some pretty cool things. Like they were in Paris with us. It's
So cool.
giving high fives to LeBron and stuff, and like people don't really just get to do that. But
Yeah.
but you know, I'm just trying to give them as best of a life as I can and raise them the right way. And yeah, they're two good boys so far, and so
Yeah, they're great.
we're
very lucky. We got good boys.
Definitely love them.
I got another baby coming at the end of the month. We're hoping it's another boy, so he can romp and stomp. But I'll be grateful for a girl. It's a surprise for my wife and I. So, yeah, it'd be fun to have a big clan of boys just running around, beating each other up.
And
We always joke because Hendrix is the oldest, and Hendrix is a very like he's locked in. He wants to hoop. He wants to shoot. I mean, he was just out there with me working on his crossover, just crossing it over.
yeah, I teach him things all the time. I'll be like, "Hey, shot fake, one dribble," and he'll like start doing it.
Yeah.
He got his own free throw routine.
Yo, he's.
He's
I mean, Joe was just here, and Joe was watching him shoot, and was like, "He's got to make the league, right? Like his form is good. He's just all he wants to do is shoot."
I don't think a 3-year-old shoots more than my kid.
I've never met a 3-year-old. My wife's side is Italian. There's a lot of kids. I've never met a 3-year-old that wants to play basketball that much and is that good. And surprisingly, he could catch the ball so well for like the past year and a half.
Yeah, I've been working on his catching
Crazy.
when he was like a youngin.
Crazy. So we always joke Hendrix is the responsible one. He wants to hoop. He's going to be the one driving them all around in, 12 years, 13 years. He's going to be the first one with the license. He's going to have all the young boys chasing him around. We're like, man, thank God. Hendrix is so responsible. He's like so nice. Like he uses his manners. He's always looking out for his little brother and the other little kids around. So we got really lucky with that. And he's all he's going to want to do is hoop and work on his game at that age.
Yeah.
So
if it's anything like his 3-year-old self.
yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
For sure. I'm excited to see them grow. You don't want to rush it.
For sure.
Every stage is special in its own way.
What do they say? Days are long, years are short.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true, man.
But I heard that the 3 to 5, like daddy's like the superhero.
Oh.
So I was like, I gotta enjoy these years. Like that's my man. He comes to me everywhere. And then Dax is mama's boy right now. So I gotta wait like another year and a half until I'm.
You get to be number one.
No, but yeah, Dax is hilarious. He kills me every time, and it's been dope to see like them starting to play with each other now. And
Yeah. I think Dax can be a good basketball player too. He's just
the hoops
very-
are too high for him.
he's very fast. He's too fast for his own good. Like the sprint with the ball, and then all of a sudden he's underneath the hoop.
Yeah, he balls a lot. That's good for him.
That's good. Yeah, it's fun watching him grow up. Him and my son Jaden are close in age, so we're not force feeding it, but we're definitely giving him all the opportunities to like basketball that we can. I got hoops everywhere in my house, in the bathtub and living room. I got a full court in my living room.
That's how I am. But I'm also trying to get them to play other sports.
Yeah.
I'm like hyped for them to play like baseball and soccer, and my mom doesn't want them to play soccer. But those things, like, I think that's cool to, especially like just for them to be social, and like sports can bring you like lifelong friendships. And so I'm excited. I can't wait for them to like start playing sports. And
Yeah.
I think it's only a couple years away for Hendricks, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be exciting.
What's it like during the season, right? I mean, you're on the road for 40 games out of the year. You're all over the United States. Sometimes you're in California. Kids are in Boston. What is that dynamic like to parent from the road and leave them and come back? And as they get older too, is it getting harder to leave and come back? And what is that like?
Yeah, it definitely gets harder as I get older, because they like recognize you're leaving. Like at the beginning, like you're saying bye to them, you're like, "Oh, see you later," and then like they just don't know, they don't understand. But now like Kendrick sees a suitcase and he immediately knows like I'm about to leave somewhere. But like obviously FaceTime and everything makes it a little easier. So you can FaceTime and talk to them. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough for me obviously being away, but like obviously my wife, like she's like, when you leave, like I'm basically like a single parent. I'm like, yeah, you kind of are just by yourself. So like it's definitely more difficult for her. But yeah, it's definitely tough to leave, especially like if you miss big moments, which is like when they're crawling and stuff. I would like, do not, you don't walk until I get back. Like that's what I used to tell Hendricks all the time, or whatever. I just didn't want to miss like a big moment, which thankfully I haven't. Well,
we'll get there in a second.
I've missed some big moments.
We'll get there in a second.
But it's just like definitely tougher now that they know, and like they're saying goodbye. So you're like, like that hurts. And like sometimes I leave and then he's like waving out the door. I'm like, oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
But like Dax right now, he like doesn't really understand it yet. But yeah, like you just FaceTime but yeah, being away is different.
I'm not crying. My contact is bugging out. I'm not crying. I swear it's not an emotional moment. Speaking of moments, missing moments, I think you've done everything in your control not to miss the majority of the big moments, but I don't know how much public knowledge it is about Hendrick's birth.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
So Hendrick's due date is May 22nd. And so I'm in San Antonio. We're most likely not going to be in the Western Conference Finals. So we're like, it's gonna be like summer's gonna be started. Like we got our room, everything in San Antonio. Then we get traded to Boston. So like just kind of go back to the trade story, how everything changes. Like find a different doctor there. Whatever. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals now, and so we're playing like in Miami, May 17th and the 19th, and so our due date's the 22nd. So it's gonna be like, oh, that's perfect, because you always think it's just gonna happen on due date.
First kid,
So we play game 1, game 2, even play game 3. Have Hendricks day off and play game 4. Like that's how I like pictured it. So yeah, we're in Miami. We lose game 1, and so it's May 19th now, and Hannah's calling me, but I'm not picking up.
You're asleep?
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
She's calling me at like 5 a.m. Well, she's like texting me at like 5 a.m. Like, I don't know, something's wrong. Like, we're gonna head to the doctors, and then like she's calling me at like 7. Okay, I'm an idiot. I should have my phone up. Yes, I understand. I've gotten a lot of slack for that. But so she calls me at like 7. Or I finally wake up, and she's like, I'm at the doctor's now. Like, oh, I'm waiting to be seen. Like our doctor's there. She's gonna see like how far along we are. So I'm like, do you want me to get a flight now? Or she's like, no, just wait. So I'm like, all right. And then like, she's like pretty far along. I don't know the exact number at the time, but I was like, okay. So I like called Brad. I was like, I need to go. Hannah's in labor, and he's like, all right. So there was a flight leaving Miami like 45 minutes like at this time. So we try to book it on that, but you can't book under an hour or something like that. So I just book it to Miami airport, be like, hey, any way I can get on here. Like, I don't have a bag. I don't have anything. Like,
You had like a driver, like you just hopped in a car and they just
Yeah.
bombed you to the.
yeah, they just,
Bombed is a crazy word. You just go to the airport.
Yeah.
You just race to the airport. Okay.
yeah. So the dude just took me to the Miami, whatever, international. So I'm like talking to him, like, please, like, let me go. My wife's in labor. Like, I'm trying to get back to Boston. She's like, I'm sorry, like, there's nothing I can do. I was like, I'll take any seat. Like, let me just get on there and like, there's nothing we can do. We can't do it. So the next flight that left out was in Fort Lauderdale. So I get in an Uber from Miami to Fort Lauderdale, which was, I don't know, this whole time, I don't know time. It felt like eternity. Everything that we did felt like an eternity. So we book out there. I get through the airport, get on the plane, and so like I'm texting Hannah's mom, shout out you. I'm like, what's going on? Like, she's like, all right, she's just got the epidural. Now we're just kind of, she's like gonna try to just relax and wait until you get here. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, we're taking off, like whatever. So like I got the Wi-Fi and everything, and like, so I'm just texting, and then I'm like, at one point I'm like, I'm watching the little flight tracker, you know, and I'm like, we are not moving. Like, it was like, it seemed like we were going so slow through the air that I had just turned the flight tracker off. Like, this is just not making it any better. And then I was like telling Hannah's mom, I was like, just text me and then I'll text everybody else. Like, don't worry about anybody else. Like, I'm not doing anything, so just text me. And so she's like, yeah, we're just relaxing right now. I think it's probably gonna be a while. Like, it's the first birth, so it usually takes some time. I was like, all right, cool, I'm on my way. And then I was like, one time I was like, do not try to like wait for me. Like, if you need to have the baby now, like don't stress or anything like that. Like, just have it. But so like I'm flying, and then she's like, I think she's gonna start pushing now. I'm like, oh snap! Like, I'm still flying. I got like an hour left at this time. And then quick labor, healthy labor. Wife was a superstar, I heard. And so Hendrix was born at like 12:11. I think I landed at like 1. So
I remember it was fast, like real quick labor.
Yeah.
He came right out.
And so I landed at like 1, and but like she would text me like born at, so I would text. I had like texting Hannah's brother, Hannah's grandma. I'm texting my parents, my sister. I'm texting you guys. I'm texting like I have like 8 different text messages right now. I'm just firing off like, he's here, like Hendrix 12:11.
You had a middle seat on the plane, right?
Yeah. I was in the comfort plus, in the middle seat, which was like, it's kind of like a weird experience, like going through the airport, and they're like, "Don't you have a game today?" Like, everybody's like kind of like asking me questions, and like,
yeah, I remember a photo. Somebody snapped a photo of you because you had time. Once you got to Fort Lauderdale, you were like, "Well, this flight doesn't leave for this amount of time," and I know you got a Starbucks. And someone would just snap a photo of you with a Starbucks.
I got a Starbucks. Then I bought 2 mugs for my mother-in-law and for my parents.
In the memory.
Like, this is when Hendrix was born.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then I remember there was like all these photos.
That's kind of how it broke that I wasn't gonna play.
Yeah. And then like somebody snapped, they like walked by you and you're like sitting in the middle seat, like on your phone.
Stressed.
I'm like, bro, people just snapping these hilarious photos of you. You had like a Frappuccino. It was like a caramel Frappuccino.
I didn't know what to do, man. I was stressed.
I know. And like you could tell in your face, like normally in a photo you like smile or whatever because the people will get your attention. I think you're very nice to all your fans, but both photos you're just like dead staring at them.
Not
just a million things going on in your mind. Yeah, I remember it was just, we were all obviously like, oh my God, he's not gonna make it, he's not gonna make it, he's not gonna make it. But
at the beginning, everybody was pretty confident I was gonna make it. And like Hannah was just chilling, relaxing, like she said, and then she was like, I think I gotta push. And she's made to give birth. But yes, I got to the hospital like an hour or so later.
You made the second. You made the second.
I was at Dax's, thankfully.
And you 1 for 2.
Yeah, I'll take it. 50%. I'll get you paid.
50% from 3 will really get you paid. So,
but yeah, that Hendrix was like the first baby I held. Like, I was always scared to hold babies. Like,
I remember.
But like when I had Hendrix the first time, like I wasn't scared at all. Like, everybody was kind of like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." It was definitely a special moment. Obviously sucked that I missed it. But thankfully everything went well, and we've been blessed to have an amazing kid. But yeah, I was at the second one. What an experience. Shout out Dax.
I remember you missed the next game, Or
I missed game 2 that day.
you missed just the one game, and it like broke like the people in the airport basically put you on blast. Like Derrick's flying, he's going to birth of his child. Twitter was going crazy, and I remember everybody was tweeting like, the only reason Derrick White would miss a game is because his wife is giving birth. He's the greatest Celtic of all time. First game he's missed this season.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, like yeah. The next game that I missed as a Celtic was for Dax's birthday. Yeah,
they're like, Daddy Derrick's back at it.
yo, that was hilarious. The only time Derrick misses a game is for a kid. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I've read so many tweets, obviously in like all our group messages they go around. It's just like Derrick White missing the game tonight because of the birth of his child. Congrats on the sex, Derrick. Like everybody was tweeting that. So good. Yeah, everybody was shouting you out.
Yeah.
Those are like the only 2 games you missed in the past, like those 2 years, because you got that.
Yeah.
The Ironman or Journeyman Award or whatever it was, not missing any games. So
Yeah. No, it was funny that those were the 2 games that I missed, but
yeah.
Yeah, I missed them all. I think there was like I like read something like, how could he miss this game? Because it was game 2 of these finals.
Coming off a loss.
We were down 0-1. But yeah, I had to miss that one.
I think
miss
when
any
it
game.
dropped, it was like personal reasons, and everybody had that reaction, that knee-jerk reaction, like, how is he missing this game? What's going on? Wife giving birth came out, and everybody was like, oh, okay, like literally, that's valid. That's like one of the very few reasons valid to miss a game.
Yeah, but thankfully you won.
Yeah,
I mean, we won the game, won the series. I kind of had like a burst after Hendricks was born.
Yeah.
I had those little stretch where I was finally making some shots and
knocked the rust off.
Yeah, that got us out of like the daddy D thing, whatever started.
Daddy Derrick.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, we got in the weeds there. We did a question. We asked for questions earlier this week. We got a ton of responses, so we want to say thank you to everybody that responded. We went through them together. We picked like 5 or 6 to talk about. We're not going to label them as the best because there were so many good ones, and maybe we'll run this question segment again and use some carryover from these first submissions. But thank you. These are all really good questions. I'm going to run through these with you. Obviously, we talked about them a little bit when we were picking them, but I think the best one to start with is, what's your game day routine?
So I get up in the morning. Usually around like when the kids wake up, and the kids a little bit, eat some breakfast, then I head to shoot around. And then last year I changed. So I used to lift after games, and then I changed it last year to lift in at the shoot around. So I go away at like usually around like 10:30. I get there like 9, lift at 9:30 to like 10:15. Do some hip stuff, whatever I gotta do at that time. Lift. Shoot around, listen to what the coaches say, what the game plan is, who we're playing, whatnot. Shoot, do my trick shot, of course. And then I go home and take a nap for about 2 hours. Wake up, eat a pregame meal, and then I get to the arena. It's usually 7:30 game, like 5:30-ish. And then when I get there, I usually mess around for about 15 minutes. Then I change.
What do you mean mess around? Just
walk around, yeah, just doing normal stuff. And I change. I go to the weight room, do some like hip stretches, balances, kind of mess around there too. But then I go to the training room, get a bunch of feet work done. Then I go back to the weight room. I do a balance game.
What's the balance game?
Whatever my strength coach Matt Gould comes up with. So I'm like on one foot. Sometimes we're playing hockey, sometimes we're playing football, sometimes it's a basketball, sometimes it's like scooping a baseball, like whatever he comes up with. He's pretty creative, and it's like, see if I can win the challenge or not. Do some tendon loading, and then 60 on the clock, I shoot on the court for about 20 minutes. Usually Hannah's there. Give her a kiss, goodbye. Go back. Sign some autographs, go back to the locker room, change to the uniform, coach talks, have the coach talks, tape my ankles, put the shoes on, run out to the court. That was a pretty fast version of the full day.
How superstitious are you in like sticking to that?
I used to be super.
I remember.
I used to have to eat the same pregame meal. I used to have to sleep at the same time. I used to have to. Now I'm not as superstitious like that, but like it is kind of like a routine. Like I get there at the same time. Well, I try to get there at the same time. But I think that's kind of helped me. If I was superstitious, like if I wasn't there at 5:30, I'm like, oh, this is just not gonna game. Now I'm like, yeah, it didn't happen that time. So like I've been more like, this is what I want, but like I can kind of be loosey goosey with it, and I don't have to check every box to play well that game. And so this has definitely helped me in my career, especially with how long the season is. I'm glad I got out of that.
Talk about like being flexible. Game 5, Knicks series this year in Boston. I was out there, and when I'm out there, I try to go early. I love to watch everybody warm up. Love to spend a little time on the court and see everybody before the game. So I'll always drive so we can kick back, relax.
He's a self-proclaimed driver.
I love to drive. He's a terrible driver, so I
he's 0 wins at F1. I'm saying, but continue.
Don't go there. That's crazy. I said on the last podcast, but we went to the F1 spot, and him and another one of our friends was driving in reverse because I got so good on the F1 simulator. They're driving the course in reverse just to run into me. So who's really not winning? You guys.
Did we get a win or did you? Okay. All right. Continue on.
That's crazy.
But yes, he was driving.
Game 5, leave at the normal time. He's obviously got this calculator. He's doing this 40 plus times, 50 times a year. We leave, we get in the car, we throw it in GPS, said like 42 minutes or something, which is pretty average around this time, traffic, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden that number is just going up and up and up. And we also didn't have any gas. His car was saying 0 miles, and we're in like the thick of downtown Boston.
I'm known for having to push the limit on the gas.
It's terrible. I hate it so much. It's terrible. The car is telling us 0 miles, and we're like a couple miles from the arena in dead stop traffic. And those of you that are in Boston know that like when you're in dead stop around the city or in the city, you can't just like pull over. There's nowhere to pull over. Like we are, and I'm telling you, I'm like, are we good here? Like the car is still running. It was hot out. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, should I be turning it off? And when we're dead stop, should we turn it back on? So I'm tweaking about that. It's late. Like it took us an hour and 45 minutes, maybe.
We got there with like 60, like an hour, not an
We got there
like an hour and a half.
No, we got there when you were supposed to be on the floor. I remember that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it took forever. We get out of the car and we're greeted by a couple of guys from the security team. And a car got starrowed. Am I saying that right?
You got a Boston accent.
Can't do
a Boston accent for the people.
Stop. I'm not going to do that, man. I don't want to insult the Boston people. You do the Boston accent for the people.
I got to get my Sam Adams mode on before I do that. Starrowed, I think is what it's good. Starrowed. Yeah.
Starrowed.
Close.
I don't know.
That's bad. We'll work on it.
Anybody that's in Boston, they get it. We got educated why it was so late. So a truck got starrowed and there was a power outage. So it took us, I'm not kidding, I think it was an hour and 45 minutes.
It took forever.
Crazy. So thank God you got the flexibility. But for those of you not in Boston, there's a street, Storo Boulevard, Storo Drive. There's a lower bridge, and when a truck, like a semi truck or a box truck, goes under it, and it's the truck is too tall, it catches on the bridge, and then obviously massive traffic jam. So not only that happened, but a power outage the day of Game 5. Everybody was super late. We made it. We won. He played great. So that flexibility came in.
Yeah, I know. You were like freaking out about the gas or being late.
I'm like, right.
And I was just kind of like just leaning back, like it is what it is.
My biggest fear was adding to the traffic by just being dead stop there. Then what were we gonna do? Are you gonna get on a scooter and scooter the rest of the way?
I think that would be my only option.
Only option. Couldn't call an Uber.
I mean, I'd get in the car with somebody else. They probably
honestly
me. Shout out Boston. But yeah, like it took forever. Obviously the power outage that happening, like it was not a ideal trip. But yeah, like just got there, kind of just went with the flow. I think I did a little bit of like feet, like did like half of what I usually do, and just played really well.
You hooped. Yep. All right, cool. Moving on. This one can be a little shorter. Do you have an I made it moment?
I say yes. It's kind of. I feel like this is kind of a tough one.
Sure.
So like I never really like want to think that or like believe that. But I think like obviously game 3 of the Nuggets series when I had 36, that was kind of like if I'm doing this in the playoffs, like at this stage, and again obviously it's my hometown team and like that's kind of like okay, I made it. But then like you kind of have like those games and then next year came around and I was like, or not even next year, but like game 4, 5, 6, and 7, like I didn't play that well in them. So it's kind of like, damn, I didn't make it. Like there's so much room for me to grow, so much room for me to get better. So I think that's like, it's kind of that up and down, especially as a young player. You kind of just ride this wave of, oh, like I'm good, like I'm gonna be here for a while, and then you're gonna have like, this is and so that's the great thing about the NBA. The great thing about the game of basketball is like you can't get too high, you can't get too low. Like it's gonna humble you. Doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna get humbled. And so I never want to think that I had an I made it moment. I think that's just the first one that kind of jumped out. Like one, I had good games, 1, 2, and 3, and like having that big moment, like oh, like this is everybody. That's kind of like where my name got put out there. People were like, "Who is Derrick White?" Like this is kind of like my coming out party. And so you have that, and I was like up here, and then like I was like I don't feel like I responded well to that. And so you believe the hype too much is gonna crush you. And so that was like a big learning experience for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good notable moment. For me, I feel like you signed that contract.
The second contract.
I mean, the second contract is great, but your second contract, first one out of your rookie contract.
Yeah.
That was
that's
that was
like
a pretty good moment.
Yeah, I mean, like I signed this contract now. I got 8 years in the league basically, and so
That's another good moment.
yeah, that was like a big like goal of mine too. Like when I got drafted, I was like a lot of people got to get that first contract, like your rookie deal. You gotta do something right to get that second one. So like to get that was a huge milestone for me.
For sure. Third one too. Not bad.
Yeah.
Decent.
Keep moving on up, right?
There we go. All right, man. What does an off day in Boston look like for you? If you're gonna get out the house, what are you doing in Boston?
Now is basically what the kids want to do. And amazing about Boston, they have so many like things for the kids to do. Like the Boston Children's Museum is unbelievable. I would love to go to a baseball game. Fenway, it's unbelievable. Like just the experience. Hendricks is a Red Sox fan, as he says. Just going to those sporting events. I love sports, and so just any sporting event like that was one of the first like biggest things I was happy about. Like getting traded to Boston. Like San Antonio is amazing, but they have no other professional. Like I used to go to the minor league games all the time, but like having the history that Boston has, like all the professional teams, like that's really fun. So like I would love to go there. There's so many good restaurants in Boston too that I don't know if I can name just one. I mean, just North End, Seaport, East Boston, like anywhere you go in Boston, like you're gonna find something so good. And so playing there, it's unbelievable. But like the city itself it's got everything. And like I probably said this first episode, like I'm just scratching the surface of what Boston has to offer, and I can't wait to continue to get involved with the community and figure out different things with the community. And I'm excited.
I feel like every time we're eating in Boston, we don't necessarily only go to the same places, but we definitely got our spots that we like to go to. It would be interesting to hear from all the people that are listening to this that are born and raised in Boston, live in Boston. Like, where should we go? Where should we go eat? Where should we go hang out?
Yes.
We know some things, but you get lost on Google Maps and you get lost on the list of best place to eat in Boston. Like, I really want to know from the Boston community, where should we be going?
Give us some good recommendations.
Yeah, we need them.
We're there.
We're there. Yeah. All right, man. I like this question a lot. Which play is more memorable for you? Dunking on Paul Millsap or the Miami tip-in?
I mean, it's got to be the Miami tip-in. I mean, dunking on Millsap was like,
that was great.
Like it's part of like what I said, like the made it moment.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
Like it was pretty like special, and like I don't know where this came from. Like
at home too, like you probably had 20 plus people there.
It's kind of like the but then there's also like a little bit of a pop because like I got a lot of people there, and so like it was. I remember like looking up at you guys, and everybody's like standing up, going crazy. Like that was a special moment, but like hitting a game winner in the playoffs is insane.
Imagine if you dunked that shit.
We didn't have time for that. We didn't have time for that.
Like the Paul Millsap dunk as a buzzer beater in the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, that would be
retire after that shit.
That would be amazing. No, that like the game 6 and like just kind of like the silence of like everybody just kind of looking up at the jumbotron, waiting to see like the replay.
Yeah,
and then like
Rob,
our bench going crazy. Like Rob like chest bumped me like, did you make it? Like a lot is going on, and so like that, and then the pop of like the bench going crazy, and then like the silence of the arena, and kind of everybody just like pushing, and like that's a special moment. I mean, not a lot of people hit a game winner in the playoffs, so I always take that. Obviously, if we had won the next game, and I feel like my legend would have grew bigger, but you know, like I said, basketball will humble you. But yeah, that was a special moment, like to keep our season alive. Like we're still fighting. If I don't do that, or it doesn't happen like that, like we back home. So that was special.
We went that summer, towards the end of the summer, we went on the baby moon. We took the girls on the baby moon went to Miami, and then we went out to the Bahamas. And man, I swear everybody in the Bahamas is from Miami. Like everybody had something to say about that. They kept doing that. Oh, I'm a fan. Take a photo with me. Oh, by the way, I'm a Miami fan. You're the Miami killer. Like, you know, like, dang, man. That was a great moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of like, I feel like everybody like kind of like heard about me, and like,
yeah,
like I obviously had the big game, but then like kind of like had a lull, and then like that's kind of like jolted like my popularity. I don't know. I don't think I'm that popular. Really, like
everybody in Miami definitely knew.
That was insane.
That was insane. All right, I got 2 quick ones, and then we'll wrap it up. We alluded to this a little bit when we were talking about your camps and why you started the high school elite camp. How do you think high school basketball in Colorado ranks to the rest of the country?
Not good. I don't know how it ranks, but I don't think we have the respect of the other countries, which I mean that's fine. Like
other states.
The other states or countries, yeah.
Both.
They're hooping over there too.
In fact.
Yeah, so I think like we got a lot of work to do, which is why I want to do this. Like I want to continue to build up Colorado basketball. And we got a lot of great talent out here. We got a lot of facilities. We got a little bit of everything. Like we got everything. Like why can't we continue to push the envelope, continue to create college athletes that get their degree and go on to do amazing things and like get more people in the league. But like I said earlier, like we got Dalton Connect, we got Nick Clifford. We're getting there, but like we just gonna continue to push it, not be satisfied, and have everybody kind of come together to kind of push you. So I feel like that was our class. I mean, everybody loves their high school class and think it's the best, but like we kind of all like pushed each other to get better. Like you're competing with Josh Scott. Like I'm going against Corey Calvert. People might not know who these people are. They were great. And so like everybody's pushing each other to get to the next level to improve. And so like that's what we need. We need everybody. We need everybody to push. We need everybody to compete each other. We need everybody to continue to want to get better. And that's how Colorado will be able to compete at the national level.
I like that. I think what you're doing with your camp, and as that continues to grow, the high school league camp, is you're giving them the space to get to know each other and spend time with each other when throughout the year, and then they're crossing paths in AAU or they're crossing paths during the season. And like for us, we were in different high school conferences, so we never played each other until AAU or anything like that. But we never had the opportunity to be in the same room and compete directly against each other outside of a non-conference game or an AAU game. So I think that providing those environments to build the Colorado basketball community allows for that competition and that motivation to be born.
Yeah, and like that's how we get better. Like I remember like going to see you and like just being able to have like everybody's number. Like you know everybody. Like we're all gonna meet up at the Regency. Like it's me, you, Eric Garcia, like Dom, Josh Perkins, like
Josh Adams.
Like we got the best of Colorado all in one place, just competing, just playing basketball, just having fun.
Yeah.
Like that's how I got better. That's how you got better. Like that's what we need to do, is like everybody needs to compete against each other. Like, yeah, have fun with it, like get better, do the skill work, whatever. But like we all come together, we all compete. Like we're gonna be able to continue to improve Colorado basketball.
And then you got those weird bonds. Like at the time when you're in your high school, you're competing against them, but then all of a sudden everybody's successful. Everybody's going to their own school. And then you're in the same corner as these guys, right? Like then you're cheering them on when they're at school here or there. Like I think that is the best part about sports. And you talked about getting our kids into sports early, is like that's what's the most important part about it.
100%. Like the networking is unbelievable. Like I'm still talking like I just texted Josh Adams and he's talking to me about like how can we make Colorado basketball better. And so like those connections that we have kind of last a lifetime. And like that's the great thing about sports, the great thing about basketball. So hopefully they can build these connections. So when they go off to college and they come back home, like how can I get a great run? I know what we hit up. Like I know he's gonna know what's gonna hit up. And like now we got 15 of the best basketball players. We're competing. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna get better. It's gonna be a good run. It's gonna be worth it. And so like that's just kind of what I'm trying to build. Kind of just make it grow as much as I can.
Piece by piece, man. Piece by piece. I think that's a great answer. All right, man. Before we wrap up, there was one hilarious question, and there was a lot of funny ones. A lot of people know about your barber. Who's your barber? Like who knows? Did you get the superpowers before or after the haircut? Like just funny questions, bro. This one was good though. It was like Welsh and Derrick, 2 versus 1 versus Michael Jordan in his prime. Who's winning?
I feel like they're disrespecting you, Welsh. They got to do the film. We got to call UCCS to get a little.
You think it's that obvious of an answer we're gonna get him?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. I don't want to be the one to say it. I mean, somebody with some credentials.
2 versus 1. I think we would beat anybody 2 versus 1.
Put some film up. Put some of my film up there, man.
They probably think you're just some stiff. We're gonna have to call UCCS. Coach Culver, hook us up with some Welsh highlights. I need to put it together Jeff, so people could see it.
Jeff, send us some clips, man.
But I mean, 2 versus 1. Like, I don't care who you are.
I think here's my theory on it.
If it was like 2 versus like Jordan and like my dad, probably still.
We're still gonna win that.
But
sorry,
like,
Rich.
Like we need
here's
some more people.
Here's my thing is. I've thought about this question for way too long. I spent far too much of my life thinking about this question from when we got it earlier this week until today. I'm never going to get those hours back, but I think you're a good enough defender to slow him down and make him miss, especially early on when he's fresh. I'll just hang out.
Especially now.
I'll contest especially now. What do you mean? He's in his prime.
Oh, like now, Jordan now.
Yeah, no, he's prime.
I could for sure slow him down now. I'd hope at least. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, stay in front, contest. He's gonna miss some. He's gonna make some early on when he's fresh. I'm gonna hang out by the rim. I'll contest if he gets close enough. I'm gonna go get the rebound. We're just gonna swing it back and forth, corner to corner till he gets tired.
It's impossible for him to guard.
We gotta make him run.
It's impossible for him to guard us.
You throw a lob?
I don't know why you're just standing back there. Well, I gotta do all the work. Help play some defense. I know it's not your specialty. Coach Crawford gonna have to find some defensive highlights. He's gonna have to dig into the archives.
Whoop! Derrick will block it. We're good. You throw me some lobs though.
Yeah, we're winning. Okay. 2 versus 1 is a crazy question.
I agree, but yeah, I actually didn't really think about it as disrespectful. But I do feel like they're kind of disrespecting me on this. All right, man, that was fun. episode 4 in the books. We got more coming your way. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the questions.
All love.
We're working on our intro and our ending, but we appreciate y'all. See you next week.